What up, Paris? Come join me on YouTube. I'm live right now. Okay, get all this shit situated for the video. Cool, looking good. All right, what is good, y'all? What is up? Had to come back for this live exclusive tonight. Had to come and talk to y'all. What up, John Doe? What up, Gallup? Is this what I'm doing? Guess I'm doing the American Pie tonight. Or not the American Pie. What am I talking about? The Georgia Pie. What's good, y'all? What is up? What's popping, everybody? You guys know I had to tune in tonight. Tap in, I should say. We got a major piece of information that came out tonight about Pooh Shiesty, the Gucci Man 1017 associated rapper. I wanted to come and tap in with the hip hop panel about it tonight, as well as all of you. So I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Everybody share this video, hit that like button. Hit that like button, share this video. I definitely appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. It's Mikey T, the movie star, the most hated yet anticipated. And I got to come here and let y'all know about my take on things, as well as break a few things down for you that you may or may not have read. There's a lot of news going out right now, various outlets. We know Pooh Shiesty got caught up in some shit a number of months ago. He had a whole episode at King of Diamonds, and then he had this whole episode at this hotel when they were in the green McLaren. Shit got a little shisty out there. I guess you could say shit got a little bit crazy out there, man. But yep, that's what we got to tap in on tonight. Right now I'm gonna have a little bit of this Georgia pie. I don't know if anybody. I know one person out there actually commented and said I didn't know anybody else was smoking the Georgia pie. Mikey T's on it. Also got some of the pancakes, y'all. I don't know what blogger smokes bigger than me. There is not another blogger that smokes bigger than me. I'm just saying. Shout out to Cookies to Burner. I done seen Burner came up from a really young stance in the game, you know what I mean? From doing some of the touring on the Smokers Club tour. Rest in peace, my brother cousin Todd. Rest in peace to my brother cousin Todd. He actually had invited me out to the Smokers Club tour a few different times, and Burner was one of the opening acts on that. But yeah, Burner's really done his thing. They just brought a cookie store over to Massachusetts. But Burner's got some dope music as well. That's why you can see the Taylor Gang embraced him and all that. Wiz Khalifa. Yup. Yup. That's from Cookies, brother. That's from Cookies. What up, AP Wiz? Salute to you. Appreciate you for tapping in. Listen, everybody on here right now that wants to follow me on the gram, I'm going to follow everybody back that follows me right now. That's right. I said it. Follow Mikey T back for a follow. You follow me, I'm going to follow you right back. I like to stay in tune with the people. Jungle James says, need a cookies in Florida. Yeah, Florida's a little bit behind the curve, I think, when it comes to marijuana, though. Am I right? Florida's a little bit behind the curve when it comes to marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I know last time I was living in Florida, I had got pulled over and actually cited a few times for marijuana. Up here, you just get a ticket. You don't got to show up for court or anything like that. So it's really changed. It's really changed a lot in different areas. Cat says much love to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight, Cat. Juanetta Williams, what's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in as well. Everybody hit that follow on me on Instagram, and I will follow you guys back immediately, though. I just pinned it up in the chat. So anybody that follows me, I'm going to immediately follow y'all. Parrish is in the building. Salute to you, my guy. PB is in the building. Salute. Baltimore is tapping in. I'm just waiting on my co-host, you guys. We got an epic show planned for you tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Pooh Shiesty's situation from, signing with Gucci Man to getting taken into custody to his trial, as well as the BET Awards that he just missed the opportunity to partake in, having one of the biggest songs. You know what I'm saying? He was nominated for a number of awards. We're going to go over that tonight as well. So there's a couple different things that we're going to talk about, y'all. There's a couple different things that we're going to talk about. 2 ounces is a ticket. Houston. What up to Houston? But I'm just rolling up right now. Everybody take the time to share this video to a couple of your friends. Let them know that the hip hop panel is going to be on it tonight. Let me just let the guys know. Just letting the guys know. This is pre-show life. Detroit, what up? Major salute to Detroit in the building. I know you must have saw my recent interview with Royce the 5'9". Definitely have a lot of love for Detroit, man. I didn't hear nothing about that AP Wiz. You know what I'm saying? The last I heard, it seemed like he was trying to watch the BET Awards. So I don't think that he would be, you know what I mean? Ghostface, we're actually doing the Extreme Measures review tomorrow. Let me know if you would like to see that review live. Or I was thinking about doing it pre-recorded, just putting it out, But also I was considering doing it live. Me and SV Twiz are going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. I know we're doing it tomorrow, though. What up, Antoine? I need my Red Bull endorsement, you guys. J Raw, what's popping with you, OG? Appreciate you tapping in tonight. We have a couple touchy subjects. You know what I mean? We're going to be talking about Pooh Shiesty. We're going to be talking about the highs, and we're going to be talking about the lows. You know what I'm saying? That Royce interview was dope, my guy. I appreciate that. Well, I'm about to bring in my first co-host. It looks like he's getting his setup corrected right now, getting everything plugged in. You know, my guy from Queens, New York, always comes to bring it. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually in Queens right now, I want to say, unless he's in another one of the boroughs. So you guys know what I'm talking about. It's Juan.
Yes, sir. Peace. Salute. Salute to the whole Report Card Radio gang. You know what it is. Salute, brother.
Bonds, I was just saying before you logged in, today we're going to talk about Pooh Shiesty. We're going to talk about everything pertaining to him. We're going to go over the signing with Gucci Man. We're going to go over the BET Award nominations that he's missing out on right now after that major collaboration with Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? The record Back in Blood garnered 3 nominations at the BET Awards, and he's not around to see it happening. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what he's going on, what he's got going on in jail right now. I got a couple questions to ask you in regard to that, as well as this man facing life over, I guess he shot somebody in the buttocks.
Yeah. That's what they saying. That little thing that was on, that little skit thing that was on camera that they had floating around. You probably seen that footage. Remember that footage that they had where they was shooting at I don't know, they were saying all the reports and stuff were saying they was there to supposedly to get some bud or something like that, and or sell some sneakers or something.
Yep.
And
I seem to remember something about the
remember
selling
that.
the
And then
sneakers.
the dude, you seen the dude get shot in his ass. He walked behind the joint. Salute, cat. Thank you. You know what I mean?
This is kind of similar to how they alleged Bobby Shmurda had gotten into a shootout. Obviously, that was not something the general public really knew about. Pooh
Right.
Shiesty being more famous at the time. I mean, they had a McLaren out there apparently and everything. And This guy was also involved in another incident where they tried him at King of Diamonds, Bonds.
Yeah. And he pulled out the gun in there. That's what the security dude got shot in the ankle and all that. Like, so he was already out on I think he was out on bail or something. You know what I mean? Some situation he was already dealing with. So yeah, man, it's crazy, nasty, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so man, they gonna try to make an example, man. They talking about facing life. They put that L on my boy.
Yep.
It's nasty.
Pooh Shiesty, man. I just heard a recording of him. I don't know if you had heard the recording when it seemed like I guess he may have been watching the BET Awards.
Oh no, I ain't see a recording of that.
He shouted out Meek Mill and all that. He was like, shout out to Meek Mill. He was like, somebody better not change the channel on this TV. He's like, I'm about to knock somebody out if they change the channel on this TV. I mean, the guy was nominated for 3 awards. They're going to be mentioning him various times throughout the BET Awards, Bonds.
Oh, I wonder what jail they got him in if he knocking dudes out at 102 pounds.
Yo, he's a
What
gangster
jail is
dude, man.
that, man?
He's a gangster dude, man. You know how they
Nah, I
do in
fuck with
Memphis.
Pooh Shiesty, man. I respect Pooh Shiesty, man. But it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Just sucks.
Yeah, but that's crazy, man.
But before we get into everything, man, what do you got going on right now? I know you're out in New York.
Yeah. Freedom Man. My bro just came home from like 12 long years, you know what I'm saying? So, just came up here to kick it. Just, been working, been doing some things, did some promo for the TNR wear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just tackling some things while I'm up here, man, trying to, make it all make sense. I can't, I got to work. You know what I mean? So, I ain't been here. I ain't been home in probably, well, maybe a couple months. So, well, Atlanta's home now, but I'm in Queens, so this is home. So I'm just checking in, tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Yeah.
some clothes business, too. A lot of promo and checking out some new stuff, material, trying to look for some distributors and stuff too. Tomorrow I'm gonna meet.
So is that your homie that you had spoke on the record with Dark Low, Free the Men? Is that the guy who?
Yeah. That was him that spoke on the record. Yep. It's my man. You know what I'm saying?
So what did he think about you putting him on a record with Dark Low and all that?
Oh, he loved it, man. They actually he was hearing it inside. They was listening to the album. Excuse me. They was listening to the album inside there. Because it was on. They got the kiosks, they got the tablets in there now. So, they get all the music that's streamed. You know what I'm saying? If it's streamed, so you know what I mean.
Damn, that's crazy.
They got me. They put me in there. They got me in there. I believe.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, they must have you in there. I'm gonna have to tell Ab to look that shit up because he keeps on hearing all of Dark Low's features. Like he heard him on Al's project.
Yeah. Tell him that's on there. Tell him to check out Freedom Men, local legend.
Oh, I definitely am. How does that work though? Is he gonna have to purchase the whole album, or do they actually?
Nah, he could purchase song by song. If he go or he gotta type in. If he type in local legend, it's gonna be a few local legends that come down, and then he could stroll down to Bond Simmons, or he could put in Bond Simmons. You know what I mean, or if he put in Freedom Men, that might come up too. If he put in Freedom Men, local legend,
I'm gonna let him know
ASAP. Too, right?
But what'd you say?
He got the tablet too. See, he in the feds too, so that's he definitely he should be definitely good.
But Bonds, do they have to pay $1 for that in the feds?
Yeah, it's like $1.99 or something. The song,
Really?
the song, they sell the music. Yeah, that shit is. You got to pay for each song, man.
Same price. Damn,
You're making money, man. Yeah, because I was trying. It's a company that they just switched companies that was controlling the streaming because I was trying to get on the streaming for a while. Like I told you, my bro was in there for 10 years. I was trying to get on the streaming for a while, and my cousin that's in VA told me he told me who was running the he told me the company and all that. He found out what company it was. I've reached out to the company and all that. They took a long time to hit back, but they denied me.
But yo, let me bring in our co-host. First, we're gonna bring in Spill ENT's own Rosewood is in the building.
Y'all know what it is. Bonds, my G. Queens in the building. Mikey T, my G. CT in the building. And we got Philly in the building, man. Y'all know what it is when Report Card Radio come through. Hip hop panel up here.
That's right.
Honorable G's in the building.
Yes, sir.
We have a serious topic to touch on tonight, so you know we're going to need to come in to help investigate this topic. That is the hood blogger. Let me bring him in.
Honorable.
Life with the Philly fam's own SV Twiz.
Let's go. What's up, family? My guys. Man, you already know how we carry it, man. We got Logan's finest in the building. Honorable Bond Simmons, NY finest. Mikey T, the movie star, man. The best that ever did it. You know how we carry it, man. SV Twiz in the building. What's
Shout out Twiz, man. Shout out
to Twiz. Much love and respect. You know how we carry it, Honorable.
I'm in the building.
Definitely, man. You know how it go when we link. It's like Voltron in here, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Take over.
Guys, y'all, DJ 804 sums it up with one comment right here. He says, you can't live what you rap about these days. That's foolish. Yeah, it's a much different world. It's a much different world than it was back in the late 80s.
Unless you rapping about,
you know what I mean?
Positivity.
True.
Yeah, Bonds is the positive rapper now. He's like Mace when Mace came back on Welcome Back. You got to respect that type of rap. Breathe.
I might not be that positive, but I'm working on it. No. I'm working on it.
But the thing with Bonds is Bonds carry it like a true OG, man. It's nothing wrong with about rapping about your upcoming, but you're not rapping about what's going on now, bro. Like you ain't about to, you know what I mean? Like
it's time for everything, bro.
Exactly.
Also, it goes back to, you know what I mean? Back in the day when you would hear about somebody in a nightclub getting smashed in the head with a bottle or somebody getting stabbed, you would never see that footage. If you hear about it now, you got to imagine there's going to be cameras picking it up, and then the police are going to be knocking at your door with a federal indictment, you know?
It ain't happen if you don't see the footage.
Right.
If you don't see the footage.
That's the crazy part. And I gotta say that, you know, social media plays a major part in it. And at the same time, the artists and the people with the artists play a major responsibility in that social media. Because you know that everybody's watching on there. And at the same time, like Bond said, it's almost like that's the validation. Like back in the day in hip hop, when things went on, it was word of mouth. Certain people that was credible validated what happened, and it still was like, it's still like taboo out there to the TMZs and the mainstream media. It was just maybe in the source or something like that, double XL. But now you have these platforms and people like to capitalize off the controversy. You know, the controversy sells. And now we done seen everything, so everybody's chasing like that next big controversial thing.
Facts. It's the era where, like, you know, the era we come from, bro. Like, if you was real, you was real. You know, your hood could speak for you, your city could speak for you. But nowadays, it's like these rappers is like on a real thin line where they trying to prove their realness. Like, bro, I ain't one of these other rappers, bro. I really get busy, and they throwing away their careers, and you know, unfortunately, their family and friends, whoever they were helping and putting in the position, instead of maturing and looking at the bigger picture, bro. Like you got, man, listen, man, it don't make no sense, bro. This ain't the '90s or the early 2000s no more. There's cameras everywhere. They got GPSs on the phones, all types of goofy stuff. So when an investigation comes, bro, like. You can't do nothing but just take that, man, when it get nasty.
Yeah, true.
But you know, a lot of things in Pooh Shiesty's case, I think it could have been avoided. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? A
I
lot of
agree.
things happening in some of these cases could have been avoided. When you get in a position of power, when you get in a position where you have a record label behind you, you kind of need to know how to turn the other cheek. Wouldn't you say, Bonds?
Nah, definitely. But it's hard to when you think that's what's working for you, when you're not understanding the, know what I'm saying, the whole situation. Like, see, you got a dude from an area. He from South Memphis. Like, is that this is what they doing? So now if this attitude and this energy then helped him progress to this level, it's gonna be almost impossible to try to get him to change his, you know what I'm saying? And now he gotta live up to, you know what I'm saying, this Pooh Shiesty person. He gotta live up to this. So this is inevitable to happen because he ain't gonna be able to do that shit and be walking around doing that. Like, you gonna get, this is what's gonna
Facts.
happen in real life.
Well, Bonds, I'm gonna have to bring it up. We've seen other artists from Memphis come out. We've seen 3-6 Mafia. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Juicy J,
You
Paul,
got it.
even Crunchy Black. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Crunchy Black isn't caught up like that, and he's one of the most gangsta. Like Rosewood said, Yo Gotti.
yeah,
Even Yo Gotti has put on people from his own city.
yeah. But they ain't moving like Pooh Shiesty, man.
Now, now,
Moneybag Yo.
now, I
What's up,
would
Rosewood?
I would say this. I would just interject on this note to say that I think back then, like the people that we're naming, they had a lot more to lose. Back then, it wasn't a whole lot of money. They weren't getting the money like how Pooh Shiesty is getting now, and they weren't getting the recognition or the clout or exposure. So you had to like scramble for every little thing, from performing, to getting your money, from actually getting a good record deal. You didn't really have time to do the real negative things that you rap about. Now
And
that might have been your life before, and it could possibly be your life now. But you're keeping that on the low because you're trying to make the transit, like Siegel said, trying to make the transition from the streets to the fame.
right,
You
so
know,
that's your life, but you still able to like Yo Gotti was a hustler though.
true.
So that's the
Yeah,
difference from being a young gangster knucklehead. That's different. You know what I'm saying? You gonna move different. Like, it's just like it's even the same thing with 3-6 Mafia and them. Like, but what's the name called a 10-year bid? Project Pat. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
true.
Playing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter where you from. Like, it happens in my hood in Southside. They going through it in Philly right now. So
Fact.
it's
But I was about
Yeah.
to say 50.
living that
What?
life in general.
I was about to say, what
It
about
ain't gonna
50
work.
though, Bonds? What about
But
50?
listen.
50
But
was in the
listen.
drama. My bad, twins. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. But listen. You know what a big issue is? The issue is when you come from the streets, when you come from the trenches, and you really live that life, and then you elevate, and then you fade away from that life. You know what I'm talking about? You elevate, you get backlash from the people, from the fans, from the
That
media.
is true.
So you gotta, like, when you in that position, you gotta not worry about, like, bro. It's like if we in the streets, bro. You got a young boy out here trying to catch brownie points, but you got some old heads our age that still
True.
be trying to prove they get busy. That's why it's
True.
rappers out here like Meek that get backlash because he'd be like, yo, that stuff is done. You know what I'm saying? That stuff done, bro. Like, I elevated. I done been
Mm-hmm.
there and done that. Meek is a prime example of somebody that elevated, came from the trenches, really lived that life, and he tried to push away from it. And now you got people on the internet saying, oh, he a sucker. He don't do this. He's
He don't
scared of
got it
this.
no more.
Yeah,
Fact.
well,
Exactly. So
a lot
Mm-hmm.
of rappers, Twiz, get caught up, you know what I mean, trying to keep up with their identity. We saw what happened with Kodak Black when he got caught for
facts.
purchasing those weapons when he knew he was a felon or going through a felony case.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
But
Trying to
Rosewood, I
go to
see what you're
Canada.
saying, man, because back in the day, you know what I mean? Back in the day, the money wouldn't be as large as it is. Like these guys like Pooh Shiesty, Little Dirk,
True.
you know what I mean? Black Youngster, they're getting like $30,000-$40,000 per night.
Per
Back in the
night.
day, you know what I mean? Back in the day when Bonds and all them were grinding, like the Lost Boys era,
Mm-hmm.
these guys were scratching. Biggie Smalls got signed for a whole deal for $60,000.
Mm-hmm.
So Rosewood, I want you to expand on that a little bit. These guys, they get $60,000, a play, 50,000 a walkthrough. It's like they have more time to actually do whatever their mind wants to do.
That is true too. Now that you said it, I'm glad you said that, because you think about back in the day, it's not that rappers weren't doing say dirt as you would call it or illegal activities, but you're never going to broadcast that, and for one of the reasons you don't want to scare the labels away. Back then, the labels wanted to benefit off gangster rap, but they didn't want to be a part of it. So if they thought that what you really were, and you were going to bring that into the offices and that, they would get away from you. You will get a bad reputation. I know Bonds probably know a couple people that probably went through that or around his time, and they be like, "Oh, look, I like y'all, but that guy right there, nah, he's too street. He's too street."
Facts.
And now it's like, look, that little 60,000 for a group is now blown because you want to prove that you're a gangster. No, that's going to get nipped in the butt before you go up to the label, because it's like, yo, we're not jeopardizing this right here, this opportunity. We're not going to squander this away. It wasn't a lot of people getting deals back then, and then some people that got deals might not even come out. Their albums might get shelved, or just might be promo. So it was a lot that you had to gain, and you couldn't risk that by putting that stuff out there. Plus, like I said, it would scare the labels away. Back then, those labels wasn't messing with a Pooh Shiesty type person. Look at 50 Cent. When he got shot, Sony is like, we ain't messing with you no more. Well, Columbia's like, we ain't messing with you no more. Oh, you got shot 9 times?
And that's a real, and like you said, that's a fact, bro. Because I could even say that personally for us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't understand the importance of being business minded and building business relationships, as opposed to what I'm saying, trying to build an image as a real nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, man, people don't want to do business with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it comes to that's why ultimately it comes on the individual, because sometimes, like I was saying about, that's the difference between somebody like the Pooh Shiesties and the Yo Gottis, because sometimes it's the person, because it's like this: if your situation grows and you don't grow before you grow mentally as a person, then it's you gonna crash and burn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna happen. But if you grow mentally as a person and you ready for your situation to grow, then it's gonna play out differently. So it really don't matter. Everybody's subject to the same shit because we're coming from the hood, but some dudes ain't growing mentally, but their situation is growing. They gonna crash and burn.
Yeah.
So
it comes fast for them.
So a trial date has actually been scheduled. The trial date has been scheduled. Last week, I had read reports, or a few days ago, actually, Twiz, I read reports, Pooh Shiesty wanted to delay the federal trial, and that date was until December 9th. So now the trial has been scheduled. Pooh Shiesty has denied his request to push it back, I guess, and it's going to begin on October 25th.
Yeah.
What do you make of that, Twiz? What do you make of them pushing the trial up by, at least 2 months? 4 or 5 months.
It's unfortunate, and to me, to what it sounds, especially dealing with that letter boys, or even if it was with the state, that mean they got a lot of evidence they're ready to push against this man. Like, I done witnessed people, with me being locked up, where they could be fighting a body or something like that, and they try to push the court dates back further in order to gain more evidence. But with them trying to bring it closer, that shows me that, they got the evidence they feel as though they need to nail him. So, they trying to pretty much what we call speedball the case. They trying to speedball him, you know what I mean? And jam everything up against him ASAP.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah, but I mean, Rosewood, the fact that he is gonna, not fight it and allow the trial to go on the 25th rather than his requested date of December 9th, wouldn't that suggest like they're ready to fight as well?
Oh, most definitely. If he's demanding that the date that the case go forward. That means him and his lawyer are ready with their strategy, and like Twiz said, we're not going to give them ample more time to build other stuff or bring new stuff that they might find. No, let's get this done now. Let's get the court. I'm ready, and the defense supposed to be ready too. Prosecutors should be already ready. We're not waiting for them.
Yeah, and another thing, bonds. If the trial was pushed back to December 9th, or the discussion of the trial was pushed back to December 9th, I guess the prosecution was like, well, then the trial won't begin till early 2022.
Right.
Well, like I was saying, that's another 5 or 6 months away than the trial beginning at the end of this month. What would you think helps in denying the trial or delaying, I should say, the trial 6 months as opposed to having it in 3 weeks?
How do I think it helps him?
Yeah, helps or hinders.
Well, I mean, it could. I don't. The way it could hinder him is, listen. It depends on what's his bail situation. If he can constantly get bail hearings, if he can stretch that out, if that's not going to change the calendars, like, because he could also, appear for like a bail hearing or something like that too. So maybe, I guess that could, prolonging that could give him a better chance of probably getting a bail until, things get worked out. It could hinder him, because if he got a chance of beating it, then he's not getting his due process. He want to hurry up and get that, get that behind him, like, if that's what he really want to do, like, so.
Exactly. Yep.
Does he have a bail?
No, I don't think he has.
I think they're denying his joint.
Okay.
Because of the fact that he's involved with another case.
Yeah.
Twiz, I don't think he has a bond because of the fact that he's involved in another case. He has this case from the hotel where the McLaren, the shoes, the $40,000 in cash, that whole crazy situation. But he also has where somebody got shot in the ass, the buttocks, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But then he also has the situation from King of Diamonds where he was waving around his weapon, and you know what I mean? So he has 2 cases. So that's why I want to say he's not out on bond, Twiz.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he would be able to make any bond that they would throw up. Wouldn't you say, Twiz?
Facts. Yeah, I agree with you, Mikey. He would definitely be able to make any bond that, what was placed out for him. But like you said, he got more than one situation. So it's like, bro, we got you for this. We got you for this. We got you for that. Well, why should we let you out? Anybody know anything about them letter boys, man? They play their own games, bro. It ain't like dealing with the state, man.
Yes, that is facts. And when you got and when they charge you for pistols too, and not just pistols, using the pistols, a violent act, and you're a rapper, that has an image, they love those high profile cases. They're going to try to throw the book at him to make an example.
They are like Mikey. We spoke on it, I believe, like last week when we was talking about Fat Trell, and he had got booked with a ghost gun and things of that nature. But it was just that case only. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they feel like you got a lot of things going on, they will nail you. Like I said, bro, they will. The letter boys will charge you for every bullet in that gun, bro. Like, they will roof you. And
they looking at who you are too. They listening to the music too. So they thinking, them folks scared of somebody like Pooh Shiesty, man. He walking around like, all they hearing is back in blood, man, and birds, gunshots. You want that, man? They want. You know what I'm saying? They want. They can't sleep at night. You know what I'm saying?
And what I don't understand is, like, money and power. They run collateral with each other. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so I can't. Being young, like nowadays, bro. It was a lot different than back in the day. Mighty, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about, like, back in the days when you had artists getting signed where they were really trying to get out of the streets and really focus on that. They slotting tapes to DJs. They doing like, yo, check this tape out, bro. Like it was really like a hustle to try to get away from it. Nowadays, these young boys is coming straight out the trenches because of a viral video, because they got a cosign from somebody that's important. So when you got a young wolf, bro, that's still in the trenches, and you on the phone with somebody, let's just say like Gucci Man or somebody like that, and they offering you a lump sum of money, you still in them trenches. So you automatically thinking like, bro, we gonna get this. We just gonna be better at what we. You know what I'm saying, like we gonna get more burners. We gonna have more force and things of that nature. But I don't understand why these guys don't. I wouldn't like. I can't really say how I would have been at that age, but I feel like it would be more sense to have people around you that can handle these things. Like it was an issue where Shiesty, where I believe somebody took money out of Shiesty pocket or something, or tried to grab a chain or something when he was at a show, and he had let off on boy. You should not be the bro. You the bag, bro. Like it's like when Snoop got booked for that. You know what I'm saying? When Snoop got booked for that body or whatever, he wasn't the one that pulled that trigger. You should have somebody around you that handles that. You should not be the one that's trying to prove everything. Like
also Twiz, when it's necessary as well, man. If somebody tries to take some money out of your pocket, say they fail. You know what I mean? They try to take it out your pocket and then they slip by and they run away. Doesn't necessarily mean you got to retaliate to the most drastic measure. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got to put yourself in the position you're like where you are in your life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Facts.
Obviously, if that's me and Rosewood out on the streets and somebody grabs money out of our pockets, it's another story. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're running down on Bull. But if me and Rosewood are Yo Gotti and Moneybag Yo, and some dude gets off with $100, I don't think you're running around the corner to stomp dude out and take his life.
You're going to shoot him like that.
And that goes back to thinking about what the people think. Like, bro, they gonna think I'm soft. Like this is gonna ruin my legacy. It don't be that serious, bro. Even back to Snoop, people still throw shots at him. But he's gonna always be an OG, and he always gonna be able to be successful, long as you don't get caught up in what the people think.
Yeah.
But
my bad, Mikey.
I just wanted to answer because a lot of people are asking why is he facing life. It's because he is actually he's alleged for a shooting and the robbery of 2 men. So he's actually facing several counts that come with 20 years in jail. So it's relatively almost life that he's facing in jail right now. Pooh Shiesty's in a crazy situation, man. And I want to talk about the music for a minute because Pooh was actually nominated for several BET awards, man. Bonds, being an artist yourself, I wanted to ask you about actually, you know, I wanted to get your take as the artist, you know, missing out on BET awards, sitting in a jail. Let me list the awards that he was actually nominated for. He was up for Best New Artist, Song of the Year, and Best Collaboration. Also, Best Collaboration.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, listen, he gonna see these, you know, some opportunities, you know what I mean, go down right now. So he's realizing, he's looking at all the shows he's missing, all the money he's missing. And that's just the small stuff, like his family and you know what I'm saying, his freedom and stuff like that. So the more important stuff even hurts more. So this is just like fuel to the fire. This is like extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? But being nominated is like, it's a great thing to show, you know what I mean, he's still relevant and he still got something, you know what I mean, to look forward to. So that's like a great thing. Like, I mean, look, in the midst of everything, I'm losing everything that's going on. Like, I'm nominated right now. Like, that's a good thing, rather than to not be mentioned at the BET Awards while I'm down. Like, I would probably even feel worse. Like, damn, I really missed out. I ain't even mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So you're still there, really. Like, that's a good thing.
Now, before we jump back into this topic of the BET Awards, because I think it's a pretty major topic, Rosewood, I'd cut you off. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just it was a somebody in the comment, JB Money, what up? He made a good point about artists back in the day, saying like they had to grind, you know, to get a lot of stuff. You know, they had to grind for years, That's to get that's the spotlight or whatever. So you had more, you had more respect on it because you had to go through so much. You had the door closed in your face so many times. So when you get there, you're not trying to blow that, especially if your team that's with you, whether it's a team of the rappers and producers, management, you might have a whole team back in the day. So everybody's like relying on you. And it's like Twitter said, you're the bag. The bag is never supposed to be in the drama. It could speculate that you were, but then the real people going, no, that wasn't him. It was such and such, whatever it may be.
Well, Rosewood, I did want to speak about that a little bit earlier in a little bit more depth as well, because, back in the day when guys were getting on, like when you had major touring artists like a Jay-Z, like a DMX, like 50 Cent, they would bring their cohorts, they would bring their group members on tour with them for like 200 days a year. You know what I'm saying? 50 had Banks on tour 300 days a year. DMX, Jada, Styles, you know what I mean? These guys stayed on tour, so it kind of kept them away from getting in trouble. But these new guys, Pooh Shiesty, Lil Durk, you know what I mean? Even some of these other guys, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Bobby Shmurda comes up after Meek Mill brings him out one time at King of Diamonds. Remember? Bobby Shmurda blows up after the one song, and now Bobby Shmurda's doing shows on his own. He didn't even have to go through that whole Lloyd Banks process, that whole process that Styles P had to go through, hundreds of shows. Now Bobby and his whole crew can go do shows together. King Von, rest in peace. Couple shows with Lil Durk. Now he's on his own.
Right. Or how like Joel Santana had to be with Dipset.
But Mikey, you know what the difference is between like Jay-Z and talking about Durk and certain other guys is it's up to the leader, bro. The leader of that group, the ticket out to feed the energy to his team. Mikey, we could have a major podcast deal. You know me, Honorable Aaron Bonds, bro. Like we streets, you know what I'm talking about? Like we came up certain things. We might be in a situation where we out and Honorable Aaron might be ready to, go in on somebody. It's up to you to be like, bro, we just gonna get this bread. We leaving that behind us, bro. It's up to how you move. So if you're the leader of the group and you saying, bro, like anybody come up, bro, do this to them. Like we're not playing no games. You have to feed the proper energy to your group. And we know somebody like Jay-Z, for instance, he was telling guys like, it's more out here to life, bro. Let's get this bag. We're not about to mess this up for no shooting. We damn sure ain't about to be getting caught up in no robbery, bro. Like we clocking numbers for shows and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like it separates it. When you in a position to lead, you have to lead your soldiers truthfully. But if your state of mind not proper, then you ain't gonna do nothing but send people down to destruction, bro. Like it happens all the time, man. People that's in position, they let people put themselves in destruction, and if they don't get caught up in the situation, they just keep moving. They got homies in jails, fighting bodies and stuff. People that was around them when it was unnecessary, man. When nobody was looking at the bigger picture. It's about looking at the bigger picture.
Now, that's the piggyback off what you said, Twiz. What you saying that I think about 50 and Smurf. 50 sent the Smurf home, for whatever the situation was, but it was, fighting or whatever it was.
Oh, great. Now we get a banging Smurf response.
Because Mikey T goes right with it. Because 50 is coming straight from the hood, right? He's coming from the hood. He's coming from all the drama, but now he's on another level. He's on his way to the upper echelon, and he's like, "Look, I can't have this." Even though he's portraying all the gangster stuff in the world, like he's the gangsters that's out right there.
He is.
But even he was like, "We can't have this type of stuff going on around these different type of people. We're not in South Side no more."
I mean,
That's
we could take a real deeper look at that, but I mean,
yeah, no, it was just to say that 50, 50 is saying what Twist was saying. That's basically how 50 was, and I was just saying that 50 was a street dude, but he realized like, look, I'm the leader, and I have to set the example and the narrative.
all right. Can we talk about the hip hop? Can we recap the BET Hip Hop Awards?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, let's get it, Mikey.
Now I gotta look forward to a Bangum Smurf video, another interview with Bangum Smurf talking about me because of Rosewood.
Man.
This is a part of rap history, man.
Nah, Rosewood, it's on you now.
I'll take it.
Now you gotta respond to Bangum.
I'll take it, man.
Now you gotta respond to Bangum on my behalf.
Yo,
I got you, my J. I got you.
Come out with a new video. Yo, Mikey T mentioned me on his podcast again, man. I told him never mention me again, man.
Mikey,
this guy.
Listen, Mikey, you gave not to talk about him more, but you gave Bangum the most legendary interviews in the world, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like, them interviews was heavy, man. So salute to you and Bangum, man. It's all love, no disrespect, man.
So let's get into a BET
Southside, we outside.
Y'all, yeah, that's right. Bonds represents Southside and all that. So let's talk about the BET Hip Hop Awards. Let's recap that, you guys. Let's get a little mainstream on them. Let's talk about the best collaboration first. All right, so it was 21 Savage and Metro Boomin featuring Drake, Mr. Right Now.
Okay.
Mr. Right Now, is that the song? No, that's not the song. I don't know, Mr. Right Now. I was thinking it's not too sexy. All right. How do you say her name? It's Bia? B-I-A? Bia?
I'm
not sure.
Yeah,
I think it's Bia.
The girl Bia.
Yeah, nah, she's fly. She's definitely fly. I'm not sure if she was working with Epic or not. I'm not too sure, but it's Bia featuring Nicki Minaj. Whole Lot of Money remix. Bonds, you familiar?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. That was a dope joint. That was a joke
joint. A lot of money in the smile.
Then we got Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion. That WAP, W-A-P. And if you don't know what that stands for, you're kind of late. I was a little late though. I didn't.
I knew they was going to be up there nominated for that joint a few times.
Yeah.
They got DJ Khaled featuring Little Baby and Lil Durk, Every Chance I Get.
Okay.
Drake featuring Lil Durk, Laugh Now Cry Later was on there. I think that one's kind of old, isn't it?
Now, what category is this for?
Best collaboration.
Best collab? Okay.
And then boom, the last nomination, Twiz. Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk, Back in Blood. That's crazy, Twiz. Because Durk has 1, 2, 3. Durk is featured on half of the list here for the best collaboration. Yeah. What do you make of that, Twiz?
I mean, it just shows you how great of an artist Durk is. And he always hills, man, when we talk about nomination and things of that nature. Like, Drake is a name that you're gonna always hear about, man. He's like so relevant, bro. But like Durk, I feel like Durk elevated. So like when Drake came out up to now, bro, he been bombing everything. But when Durk first came out, he wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, he was lit, but he wasn't as big of a topic as Drake, you know what I'm talking about. So it's like it just shows you his elevation, and it shows you him maintaining his relevancy on top of everything that's going on around him, man. So he's like a machine. So definitely shout out to Durk, man. Shout out to Durk for real.
Definitely shout out Durk.
All right, Rosewood, who won this award?
I do believe it was Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. And if it wasn't them, it would have to be Pooh Shiesty and Durk. Would have to be Back in Blood. Yeah, I was going with Back in Blood.
Yeah, Back in Blood was big.
That?
For collabo,
do you agree that Back in Blood should have been second on that list
for best collab?
Yeah, or maybe the Drake joint, the Laugh Now.
Nah, I'd say Back in Blood over the Drake and Little
Yeah,
Durk.
probably Back in Blood would
Facts,
be.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
bigger.
Dope assessment, Rosewood. Let's move on to the song of the year. This is an important one, Twiz. Song of the year. Bonds, you're sitting in jail. Song of the year? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, that's just the way you said Bonds. You're sitting in jail. I was like, no.
Back in Blood, nominated for Song of the Year. Can you believe that, Rosewood? This man is sitting in jail. His record is nominated for Song of the Year.
Fire.
And I don't know when they get the because they do send like your nominations out early. I don't know when they send them out exactly, but he might have had the list before he went to jail, or he even could have got the list while he was in jail.
Yeah,
so
he got it while he's in jail for sure.
Of course, he is going to eat at him. It's going to eat at him, but it should just be a life lesson learned. A lot of rappers go through this where they miss out on things because they're locked up, and you just have to really come back. It's about to get back, not to fall off. So it's about learning valuable lessons while you're down, and when you come back, you hit them harder and just learn from your mistakes.
Guys, right now we are talking about the fact that Pooh Shiesty has been nominated for Song of the Year. You guys, that's right, the Song of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards while incarcerated, while facing such a heavy sentence. This man starts his trial October 25th, but he has the Song of the Year nomination, Collaboration of the Year nomination, and we're going to get into the next joint. But let's look at the other people. Song of the Year. Back in Blood, Shiesty and Little Durk, Pooh Shiesty featuring Little Durk. Late Night, Roddy Ricch. Anybody into that Late Night, Roddy Ricch?
That was cool. That was dope.
Late at night.
I could see that being nominated. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Laugh Now, Cry Later with Drake and Durk. So that's Durk's second joint. You got Up by Cardi B. Twiz, what do you think about Cardi B getting nominated Best Song for Up?
That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, not to be biased or nothing, man, but I feel like she got the machines behind her, man. You know what I mean? And as far as we're saying that with the up and the stuck and all that was just like a heavy slogan that you heard people talking about, bro, like rappers, like, bro, it's up. It's
I think
up.
that's
so
why she got the nomination.
Yeah, it was so catchy. It's like young May with the ooh, you know what I mean? It was just like that catchiness.
So then we got WAP. We got WAP by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Megan Thee Stallion by Cardi B. And we got Whole Lot of Money with Bia and Nicki Minaj. So pretty much the same, you know what I mean? From Best Collaboration to Song of the Year. And Rosewood, again, who won Best Song of the Year?
WAP.
Yes.
The WAP. Mm-hmm.
You are right. So Twiz might be right here with the marketing, the machine. You know what I mean? So now I got to say the most important one. This is the one when 50 Cent walked out on Evanescence, Bonds. Remember at the Grammys, the Best New Artist, 50 Cent. He walked out when Evanescence won. You know what I mean? Anybody else? Does anybody remember that?
I remember that.
Best new hip hop artist, you guys. What is it? Is it Blast? BLXST?
I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I was the same way. I was like, I don't know if it's Blast, the X is solid. I'm not sure.
Coi Leray, who just got a major bump, I want to say, by being in the freshman list, as well as being featured on tour by Little Durk. Bonds, what do you think about Coi Leray being featured here as the best new hip hop artist?
That's actually dope because I know people that was working with her before she even started popping. So to hear, you know what I'm saying, that she's making it this far, that's dope.
Yep. And then we got Don Toliver and Moray, two people that I'm not really familiar with. You guys, can anybody help me?
You know, Moray is that quicksand. He's the kid from North Carolina.
Yeah,
swimming in the quicksand. I ain't gonna ask no quick man.
Yeah, you know more. You know more, right? If you heard a song, you hear facts. Yeah, more right.
From Fayetteville. That's my town.
Mhm.
And then we've got Pooh Shiesty nominated for Best New Hip Hop Artist. And I just want to say that the presenter for this award was the baddest bitch, Trina. So not only by missing out on the awards did he miss an opportunity to shoot his shot
Mhm.
with the baddest bitch. Twiz, am I going a little far?
You might be, man. Pooh Shiesty might not care about nobody like Trina. You know, that's the early 2000 wave. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Well, I'm bringing.
Trina just got engaged or something too. I think.
Yeah, so I'm out of line right now. So I've lost my opportunity.
Got a pocket, man. Somebody mad right now.
I'm Kodak blacking it. Am I Kodak blacking it right now, you guys?
No, it ain't like that.
God, it's not like that.
It ain't like that.
And then nominated the last nomination. And tell me, Bonds, is this the one that killed it for Pooh Shiesty? Young Blue nominated.
Oh nah, that's it. That did it, baby.
That's the one that did it. That's the one.
Man.
Rosewood, if Young Blue, hold on, Rosewood, let me get a real opinion here.
Mhm.
If Young Blue had not been nominated, well, not even that. I want to just say this: if Pooh Shiesty was in attendance at this event, would he have won this award over Young Blue?
Definitely. If he is in attendance, he would definitely won that. Definitely. No doubt about it. I think that the nomination committee for BET, they did that just on purpose. You know, because he's not there, he's not able to perform. You know, because best believe he will perform.
Twiz, hold on. Before you come in, Twiz, let me bring it to Bonds. Bonds, you seem sold that Young Blue is the best new artist.
Nah, Young Blue got that, man.
Whether Pooh Shiesty was there or not.
Yeah, it don't matter who was there, man. That collaboration, that's it.
Your mind's still with Drake.
That's it.
That should have been nominated for best song.
Yeah, that should have been up there.
Yeah.
That might be a 2021 song, you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, no, all these are 2021 joints.
Yeah, that should have been nominated for best song of the year. But I feel Young Blue deserve it. He deserve it. I see why Bond says that he deserve it.
He does.
But I do think if Pooh Shiesty was there, he would have got it.
All
Just
right,
because
so
of the
bring it
impact.
over to Twiz then, because that's why this is the panel. We got two disagreeing members on the panel, and I'm going to bring it to y'all in the chat as well. Who should have won?
Bro, like I agree with Rosewood, man. I feel like when we dealing with awards, period, especially like BT awards, it gets real political. So they don't want to give nobody an award where they, where it's like put out to the world that this guy's a savage. He booked for this, this, and that. So I feel like that was a big percentage of him getting disqualified for everything because we're not going to trip, bro. We're not going to trip like Back in Blood wasn't spinning around the whole world when that John dropped, bro. Like, my wife don't even listen to street music, bro. But she would like that John, bro. We'd be driving. She'll put on that Back in Blood. Like, that John, it hit a lot different. Not to discredit Young Blue and nobody like that. But at the end of the day, man, I feel like it's political when we dealing with these awards and things of that nature. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he lost points from being in the situation that he was in.
Yeah, that's why I had to bring that question to the table because honestly, reading that, and I just want to say, looking at how many nominations Little Durk was a part of, I think it would be a damn shame if Little Durk didn't win any awards.
Yeah, definitely.
Big facts.
Hey, before we go to the next question, hey Bonds, you ever go to any of the Source Awards?
Yeah, man. I went to one Source Award in my life, man.
Okay.
It was crazy because it was in Miami, and we was with when we was with Smack. We was with BMF. And
Mm.
BMF had,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Like he was actually like
It's like
taking
03, 03,
05.
05.
Yeah, 2005
Damn.
joint. And we was with like Meech flew us out and all that. So we was with them for like the whole weekend and all that. And
That's
it was just
major.
like it was crazy.
That's
It was a
major.
crazy experience. From the flight there to the whole situation, bro.
It's major.
And guys, I just want to say that actually the best hip hop duo, best duo / group. So we got 21 Savage and Metro Boomin,
Okay.
Chris Brown and Young Thug, City Girls, and Nasty C and Blicky, Little Baby and Little Dirk, and the Migos. And the winner of that one was who, Rosewood?
The winner for that one. Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
Yes, you are correct. Little Baby and Little Dirk. So I'm very glad right there. Little Dirk actually picked up an award. Their album, we had spoke on it a month or so ago. It had moved around 600,000. Maybe at this point it's a little bit closer to platinum. Twiz, do you think this will push them potentially to do another duet project?
Absolutely. I know for a fact we talking about two of the hottest artists in the industry right now, man. Little Baby is on 150 miles per hour, and so is Dirk, man. So with them two collabing, man, you know what I'm saying? Talking about like it's magic, bro. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with something crazy that we gonna all be hearing on the radio every 20 minutes within the next 6 months.
We'll see.
Sure.
We'll see, man. You know, Little Baby's solo project went triple platinum, and the Little Dirk project is kind of struggling to go platinum once. So I really don't know if Little Baby's really gonna jump at doing another project with Little Dirk.
Now, I think it's really more for the love they have for each other. You know,
True.
their friendship. I think it's just their friendship and their passion for music. You know, I don't think Baby really would care about Dirk sales. He look at Dirk influence. He influenced him before he even got on. You know, so that's like almost paying homage or even giving back.
Right.
You know, doing that project, and you know the streets is gonna love it. So it's like we doing this for the streets.
You know the streets is gonna buy it.
Yeah, facts.
So guys, there was a bit of Pooh Shiesty audio that dropped where he was he said, "What y'all waiting on? Y'all waiting on Patron?" Big Shiesty putting on like cologne. Did y'all see that joint where he was talking? He actually mentioned Meek Mill as well. He shouted out Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like well, before we get into that, do you see a potential record with him and Meek Mill, Twiz? Maybe a record that's already been recorded that they could possibly be putting out now?
Absolutely. Like Meek might receive a little bit of hate from the media, but he's a motivation and to a lot of artists that are out nowadays and that are, you know what I'm saying, that's lit, bro. Like, you know, we can't discredit Meek. You know, he received love and backlash from his last album, but them true artists out there, they don't get involved in that stuff. Like these artists that's out, whether it's 21 Savage or Dirk or people like that, you know, these guys have a certain respect for certain people. Like Rosewood said earlier, man, it's like when you got love for somebody, it's more so like a homage thing. If you see another artist that you got love for, and he might not be elevating during a certain song or whatever, they will do a collab together to help bring each other up, man. And that's just how the game go. So yeah, I see that happening.
I think the best case scenario, Bonds, you know, being an artist yourself, I think the best case scenario would be that they had already had something in the can that they can release while he's locked up. Or, you know, second shot, you know, he has something that was already in the studio they can just send over to Meek. What do you think in regard to that, Bonds?
Yeah, that's all possibly. I'm sure he got a bunch of stuff that's, you know what I'm saying, that's unreleased. That, you know what I mean. I mean, we didn't hear. I'm sure because, you know what I mean, I'm not. I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't that in tune with all this music, but I don't know. I don't think he was coming out with a lot of projects like that. So I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff. At least a project. You know what I mean,
Possibly a music video with Meek.
possibly.
Possibly Rosewood. I mean, they could have something in the can.
I would say a song before a visual.
Yeah, probably
The
not.
visual, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now the song, because what you said, you know, it might be. Now I think that's by him working with Gucci Man that he has material, because you know Gucci Man is the same way, you know, and especially when you know you're gonna be fighting cases or you're gonna have, you know, you might have to sit there, so you're gonna be making music. You know, you're gonna be making tracks. It's gonna be a lot of unfinished joints. So it might be a few unfinished joints they send over to Meek, and he add his little touch on it, and then the engineers do their thing, and you can have. But the visual, I think we'll get the song before we get a visual.
Well, yeah, man. I'm just speaking as a fan. I hope they got something in the
That'll
can.
be dope. It'll be dope.
Yeah, and even if it comes to the visual, it could be like the joint where, like, I believe Black Boy did with, if I'm not mistaken, like Rondo #9 or something,
Yeah.
where like
Okay.
it was like a cartoon type of joint. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's
Animated.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
just the type of artist that Pooh Shiesty is. Like right before YFN Lucci had got locked up, he released a music video. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The artist that
Facts.
Pooh Shiesty is, I would like, and you know, he's been locked up for a minute now, but I would like to think that he has a lot of material in the can where he had filmed like HD videos, like 4K music videos, unless he just, you know, as they say, blew his whole load while he was out on the streets.
As a fan, I'm hoping that he was shooting some 4K videos. You know, he had the time and the opportunity to make several movies, as we'll say in the hood. You know, every time he's in the club, that's just anywhere. You know, and a lot of the artists nowadays are, you know, trying to make many movies any old way. So it might be enough footage out there where he can make a visual and they add something with Meek. You know, it's a
I would
possibility.
Facts.
You know, I don't know
Facts.
how they work as CEO, but I would think as the CEO that Gucci Man would have been having him do this, that, and the third. But let's all move on, because at the end of this video excerpt, after he shouted out Meek Mill and said that Big Shiesty was like some cologne, he also said, yo, if anybody touches this television, they're gonna get, and the phone went off, but it sounded like he said that they were gonna get their ass whooped, that they were going to get beat on. Now, guys, as we all went over, he had 3 nominations. You know what I'm saying? He had 3 nominations, so they were going to mention his name various times throughout the night. Twiz, is this a situation in Locked Up you ever had to encounter or ever saw somebody going through changing the TV station and getting whopped on?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Like when you in them jails and you on certain blocks, it's already established on, you know, who's that guy. Like you can't just be no regular dude. Everybody sitting up here watching a movie or a certain program. You ain't changing that channel unless you on, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some kind of status. But anybody been locked up before, they know that like people show love to rap guys, like especially if you're a rap guy and you really from the streets, you get like the red carpet laid out for you. You know what I'm talking about? So if you don't got like no flaws in your jacket and nothing like that, you're gonna be treated like, you know, you're gonna be treated honorable in them Jones, bro. Like CEOs and everything be extra with you, bro. Like you get the special treatment. So yeah, I mean that's what I got for that.
Bonds, you know, you had told me you were locked up for 2 years. How would you have even got the opportunity to, you know, watch the BET Awards when you were locked up, man?
Well, nah, you got the TV in there, so you'll be able to watch it depending on the time. And you know, depending on the time, because you know they're gonna cut the TV off its lights out at a certain time. So, but you know, the BET Awards is they'll replay it and replay it. So you can probably watch it. You know what I mean? During the day, if it's on the weekend, you you know, you got the right guard in the right prison. You know what I mean? Every prison is run kind of differently, so it depends on the prison you're in, and you know what I'm saying, the time, because you know, if it's a weekend, you know, you get the late night. You know what I mean? If you're in the right place, you can get BT. Got the right guard on. You know what I mean? Holding the house down, he'll let y'all watch.
Now, Rosewood, man, it doesn't seem like his attitude has really changed too much. You know what I mean? Like, in saying that, like, he was ready to like stall off on somebody for changing the television station, man. Like, you're gonna get in trouble for that in jail, and you're gonna jeopardize coming home to your fans. Like, just being real.
Now I think that was just like promotion, Shiesty being,
Where he was
being Pooh
bidding.
Shiesty. Yeah, that's betting on the phone. Like it ain't really that deep because like Twiz said, it's already established for one, and two, when you are a person of status in there that comes from the streets, you have a level of respect. And it's the BET Awards, and everybody knows he's nominated for stuff in there. So even guys that might not even watch the BET Awards gonna watch it just because they want to see him win an award, or that's to hear his name come on BET. That's a good feeling. To see somebody from the streets being able to get nominated for awards on BET. So, like Twiz said, it's already established, and Twiz said it too. He already cool. He cool. Yeah, you definitely do, but it's already established in there.
Now, on a more lighter note, Twiz, what is the best movie you ever watched while in jail?
Oh man, I don't know. I see it like I've been in and out of jail from a juvenile to an adult, man. So, that's a good question, man. Like, man, I seen plenty of movies, man. It's just hard to pinpoint one, man. That's a hard question, Mikey. As an
You've
adult
actually
or
seen
period.
multiple.
Yeah, I've seen a lot because I've been in and out the system as a kid. Like, I mean, like 15 going on to 16, all the way up to, 22. I really been in and out, but I do know like if you're in jail and they gotta like let's just say as an adult when I was on State Road, they have certain nights where they will be playing official movies, bro. Like, but even when it's an official movie and you locked up as an adult, you might have 20 people watching that movie, but then you got other people we playing spades, we playing pinochle. You might be blowing, you might be ready to cook your cheese and all of that. So it's like it's hard to pinpoint the best movie. But what I can say and what I never understood is they be having us locked up and incarcerated, but for some reason, all the movies be street movies, bro. Like you be in that show watching Belly, Paid in Full, like bro, like y'all motivating us. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I done seen everything in them Jones, like everything, bro.
Guys, we've seen cases where dudes have gotten 40 years in jail for, robbery and for, possessing weapons. You know what I'm saying? But we've also seen cases where they always try to throw life at you to try and scare the guys. What do y'all think? Do you think that Pooh Shiesty is going to be getting a heavy sentence for what he's going through right now between the robberies and the buttock shooting and the shit in King of Diamonds? What do you think, Rosewood?
I know definitely they're going to try to throw the book at him. And right now, they like after the KOD shooting, they kind of like, we got you where we want you, So now it's really up to his lawyer to fight as much as possible, and it's going to be hard, with that situation to go head up with the feds. They already have a 98% conviction rate, and for you to go up against them with the evidence that we already know, and who knows what evidence that they already have. So hopefully his lawyer can get him the best deal possible, or find some type of technicality, and then he can beat it, beat both situations. But it's a real steep uphill battle because you had footage. you have footage of these incidents. So even if somebody doesn't come to court, say the security guard at KOD doesn't come to court, he already has a statement that he written down. So he don't have to come for them to still use that statement and use him being there just because he don't show up. The feds, didn't the feds also have a way to scare people like that? Oh, you don't want to court? Go to court. Oh, you'll be facing this. It could be something outrageous, but if you never dealt with the feds, you don't know, you don't have experience in that. You be like, oh no, I'm going to go to jail for this long, and it might be. The feds got all trickery stuff, so it's a real steep uphill battle for Pooh Shiesty, man. Unfortunately, man, he didn't take his situation serious enough to, for one, stay away from the cameras while you're doing dirt, and two, really having your team solid so you don't have to be involved in nothing. So if there's any drama and it's attached to your name, there's no footage of it, and it's only hearsay. So,
but yeah, you guys, I really appreciate the hip hop panel for coming together tonight for this exclusive. We had to talk about Pooh Shiesty tonight with, his name is all over the headlines right now. So we wanted to come and speak on him. We're fans of his work, whether we watch all of it or not. You know what I mean? We've heard, we couldn't help but hear some of his stuff. That Back in Blood, obviously, you can see it's all over the BET and nominations. But all right. So, Bonds, you got anything to say to the people before we get up out of here tonight, my guy?
Just peace and love, man. Peace to everybody, yo. You know what I'm saying? Check me out though. I dropped that album, Local Legend. Of course, I gotta plug that, promote that. You know what I mean?
Check that joint out.
You know what I'm saying? Album of the year, man. Album of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to teach and reveal. TNR. Merch is here, the New Religion Network. Free the guys, free the men, man. Just put an episode up there. You know the vibes, Mike. You working? Catch me here on the panel. It's my second home.
Everybody can check out Bonds' album on Spotify right now. Bond Simmons, Local Legend. He has Kid, former Cash Money and G Unit artist Kid on there. He's got your homie Dark Low on there, everybody. So go check out Free the Men. I'm going to pass it on to Rosewood, man. You want to hit everybody with your plugs?
Oh, definitely, man. You already know, man. It's Spill Entertainment in the building with my guy Mikey T, my guy Bond Simmons, and my guy SV Twiz, man. Salute to everybody tapping in tonight, man. Free all the men out here, man. Everybody stay safe in the city, man. We really about to start doing some major things because election time coming up. So it's a lot of community events. I'll be hosting and putting together. Me and Battle Academy Stiz from Battle Academy. He's throwing a political event together. So we're gonna be really teaming up or whatever like that on bringing awareness to the community on economic, education and a few other things, really pushing the positive narrative and showing brothers ways to, get that legitimate money out here. So, tap in with me at Spill _ENT on the gram. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to the whole Logan Valley, man. 15th and Duncan, stand up, my guys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, Rosewood, and Major.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Ear to the Streets Part 3 coming. I just heard him talking about that the other day. Major salute to K Walker as well for doing an exclusive interview with me. K Walker's got some bars. And major salute to Black De Niro. Check out my interview with Black De Niro and check out my interview with K Walker. They're both out right now, as well as my interview with Saigon. And I'm going to pass it over to SV Twiz to sign us off for tonight. But I'm letting everybody know you guys can follow us all. I've got all of our Instagrams up right now.
First, I got to say, man, things just ain't the same for gangsters, but I'm a little too famous to shoot these gangsters. I'm going to say it how Hov said it, man. Any of y'all upcoming artists and anything coming, man, bro, it don't be worth it. If you get the bag, we understand you got to move strategic, man. So put that money out there and get yourself properly protected, man. Don't get caught up in a situation like you see, like they say, a smart man learn off his mistakes, but a wise man learn off of others, man. You got to move smart out here. And when you get that bag, you got to play chess. You have to be strategic, man. But y'all know how we carry it. This SB Twist, man, the hood blogger, you know what I'm saying, the hip-hop panda with my brother Rosewood, my brother, damn, excuse me, y'all, I'm coughing and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that joint but all that, but my brother Bonds, my brother Mikey T, the movie star, man, we carry it, bro. This is the hip-hop panel, man, and it's only one way from here, y'all, and that's up. Everybody stay tuned in. We got some fire content and all that coming on the way, and that's how we carry it.
That's right. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
One shot, one
Technically, this is a shot. But what else?